Honourable members, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable members, Honourable member of the Ijivitari by me, sing out in prayer now the morning.
Thank you, Lord, this morning for bringing us together once again to this honourable house to deal with the important matters of national interest at hand. We want to say thank you to you because you antap na you antap olgata. Nami pla olgata istap andanit you. We want to exalt you and acknowledge you this morning as our God and Savior. And we just praise you, thank you, and we pray that let common sense, wisdom, and knowledge, understanding prevail in this chamber. I want to say thank you to you for giving us the gift of life this morning to be able to once again stand together and make decisions that will affect our country. Thank you, Lord. Me platok thank you. Na yung will get a pray, Lord, this prayer, Jesus Christ yet even teaching you. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Mr. Clark.
Motion of no confidence in the Prime Minister. Sepu Katemu, member for Abba.
Mr. Speaker, honourable members of Parliament, consistent with Order Number 8 of the SCCA 1 2025, as the mover I rise to say a few words before I move the motion. Mr. Speaker, I move that Parliament has no confidence in the Prime Minister and Member for Tari Open Electorate, Honourable James Marape, Member of Parliament, and nominate the Member for Enga Provincial, Grand Chief Sir Peter Ipatas, GCL KBE MP, to be elected Prime Minister of the independent state of Papua New Guinea. Today, Mr. Speaker, I rise with no joy, but with a heavy heart, heavy from the weight of broken promises, from the cries of a grieving nation, and from the silence that has gripped this Parliament for far too long. When Prime Minister James Marape took office in 2019, we watched with great hope as he declared the vision to take back Papua New Guinea. Our powerful platform stirred the soul of this nation. 1 million hopes were pinned to that platform. He told us that we would become the richest black Christian nation on earth. We believed him. We believed because we wanted to believe that at long last, a leader had come to bring dignity, opportunity, and justice to our people. But today, that belief lies shattered. This is not a vote of ambition. It is a vote of accountability. It is a vote of conscience. Mr. Speaker, what is the role of government if not to uplift its people? What do we say to the father in East Sepik who cannot afford a bag of rice because inflation has eaten away his wage? What do we say to the mother in Tari who cannot find medicine for her child because hospitals are collapsing under neglect? What do we say to the student in Ley who dares to speak out against corruption only to be branded a terrorist under a law designed to silence truth? Under this Prime Minister, we have seen betrayal after betrayal, Mr. Speaker. He promised jobs yet youth unemployment remains one of our greatest ticking time bombs. He promised food security, yet we import over 2 billion worth of rice each year, while our land, some of the most fertile in the world, lies idle. He promised justice, yet corruption have institutionalized. ICAC remains toothless and major scandals remain unresolved. He promised safety, yet our women are raped, our children are murdered, and our towns turn into battlegrounds, and still the government still itself behind amended laws and cause the people's pain fake news. Mr. Speaker, this Prime Minister did not just fail. He changed the rules to protect himself from the consequence of failure. Last year, 3 separate motions of no confidence were submitted. All were blocked by the Private Business Committee. Our committee chaired and influenced by the close allies of the Prime Minister. The Supreme Court has now ruled that this was unconstitutional. Section 165 of the standing order was struck out. The court has reminded us that no committee has the right to shield the Prime Minister from parliamentary. They failed to protect the Constitution. They failed to protect this Parliament. And worst of all, they failed to protect the people of Papua New Guinea. No. Mr. Speaker, I am not here to attack James Marape, the man. I am here to speak the truth to James Marape, the Prime Minister. And the truth is simple, he has failed. Let me be clear. The GDP figures he quotes, 79 billion, 111 billion, are meaningless to the betel nut vendor in Hanwabada who cannot afford school fees. The billions he has borrowed have not translated into real, measurable improvements in lives of ordinary Papua New Guineans. Our democracy is being eroded, our media silenced, our activists intimidated, and our people are growing with anger. My people are watching. The people of Papua New Guinea are watching, and history is watching. Mr. Prime Minister, if you are listening, I hope you are. I urge you, step down, not in shame, but in dignity. Let this nation breathe again. Let new leadership take the reins and rebuild what you have broken. This is not about who wins or loses today. It is about whether Parliament still has the courage to stand for the people who sent us here. To remain silent in the face of failure is to become a complicit in it. I will not be silent. I will not be complicit. I will vote to restore hope, dignity, and accountability to Papua New Guinea. I support this motion of no confidence, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Clark. Honourable members, all honourable members of the Parliament, honourable. After me seeking advice, long kuskus ploimi, the House. Also, we got question be put this up in this. I got like Tesla and second double motion now. I'm now here by Laren second that the second emotion.
Second emotion. Before I do so,
Then you get up and debate. Are you second the motion? And
PM,
then debate.
through you, PM, you will win today with your government the motion that is before us on this honorable house. But the people of PNG, represented by the few on this side, will lose. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker.
Order. Honourable members, order.
Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker. Unfortunately, not everyone on that side will win, Mr. Speaker. There's only a few who control the elite syndicate in this house will win today. Unfortunately, Ogata brother leaders Lumi Iblasiran Bakside. You are just here to cast the votes.
Yes.
It's quite sad when we can't use your reason, use your conscience to rationalize and make a decision for the better of this nation. Mr. Speaker, in any country,
Motion is on.
when inflation and unemployment eat the roof, the people rise. Those are overt signs of economic failure, but not in this country, Mr. Speaker. Unemployment rates have actually gone through the roof, Mr. Speaker. Inflation has gone through the roof.
Law and order.
The only pay rise that has happened in this country is the members of parliament.
True.
They have actually increased their own pay,
And now?
whilst the people suffer the consequences of inflation.
True.
That is the whole truth.
Talk him all.
Kami na stop,
Talk
people
to
leaders, and house blow talk. Today, Baibla vote na Baibla win. But let me talk him. King all man on street. Mr. Speaker, Prime Minister, when you make your victory speech today, I want you to mention a few things. Number one, I have the copy of a ticket I bought for one of my supporters to attend a funeral service here in Port Moresby. Now that ticket, it's 1,132, and that's 2 months ago. From Hagen to Port Moresby, we used to pay the airline ticket from Hagen to Moresby used to be 700 and below 700 kina, Mr. Speaker. The prices of airline tickets have actually doubled in the last few months. Mr. Speaker, I have raised an issue on this floor for 2 years, Mr. Speaker. For 2 years, I have raised the Speaker through you to the Police Minister. No single arrest has been done. And this is the prime responsibility of any government to protect its citizens. Mr. Speaker, I had them made some initial, emotional statements when they debated about the, issues surrounding women in this country. But these women in the heart of Wabe town have been harassed daily by a group of people, Mr. Speaker. And no single arrest has been done. Mr. Speaker, that's the government that we are going to give another 18 months of mandate this morning, Mr. Speaker. We're not talking about those big things. We are talking about the safety of our women and children on the streets, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, so when the Prime Minister talks this morning, I want him to address those issues. Mr. Speaker, we have clear and glaring conflict of interest on this floor when a family member gets a 17 million kina contract.
Yes.
247.
And when there's 247 million kina contract given to minister in the cabinet.
And now?
Mr. Speaker, those are the simple questions the Prime Minister needs to answer when he makes his speech today. He needs to tell the people, because he is the chief accountable officer of this country. He can no longer blame his incompetent ministers. He can no longer blame any other person here on this floor, Mr. Speaker. The win today is for the ministers, not all ministers, for the few ministers who hold the balance of power on this floor, Mr. Speaker. It is not for the ordinary people, Mr. Speaker. So you all good leaders sit on backside. You all man making you come on the floor of parliament. You all use you do you plan you king. I'm appealing to you people. No God on man and making you come on the floor of parliament, Mr. Speaker. Me stop, nobody, the people of Wabe. I am accountable to the people of Wabe. And because there's a national parliament here that represents this country, I am here. Me no come up member of parliament because we sought the money, Mr. Speaker. I was a specialist surgeon working in the hospital, Mr. Speaker. And I know all of them. Most of them are. Mr. Speaker, Today, me like apilo yumi ogata. I'm not Tok Cross. Me are implant you blamo. I'm not Tok Cross. I'm appealing to the Prime Minister. He'll be given another mandate for another 18 months, uninterrupted mandate, because we've also already passed laws on this floor to protect his chair. And I'm hoping, Mr. Speaker, from this day onwards, he would be a man, have the guts to make strong decisions to protect the future of this nation, Mr. Speaker. One time, Bisla, Mr. Speaker. I second the motion.
Scott. Okay, order. Can you, Honorable Member of the Meeting, resume seat, please? Honorable Deputy Leader, Member he require resume seat. Long advice, mix him long kuskus now, we must entertain him. Say entertain him. Question be put. So you may by entertain him question be put, but before question be put, you may get to the point of order. Okay, Honorable Member of the Meeting, when point of order, please.
Mr. Speaker, it seems that we are repeating history. Now, the court order that ordered for Parliament to convene clearly stipulated in its orders that the Speaker shall facilitate debate. It's an order. Not one plus move him, second and finish. And that debate, Mr. Speaker, must be consistent with the privileges and the spirit and intent of the Constitution that provide every member the opportunity to debate. This is a court order. If you entertain this motion or question be put, then there will be contempt proceedings. And by contempt proceedings, you will make history. You will make history in this country. Mr. Speaker, I'm going to finish the point of order. You will make history in the UNA clerk by front of the court. Now address this the contempt proceedings, whether you gave effect to the Constitution, now you are in debate. Mr. Speaker, that is my point of order. This like, play something, you make a court order. So you like come out of court, what the lawyer for you, now you know talk constitutional, but you talk contempt, you may talk section 23, sanction, you may talk criminal breaches. Mr. Speaker, play something. You may let me play debate, and then or vote or win, you may go. No God, you wait till people come to you, contempt, but there is all lines around the front. Thank you. And point of order on me.
Mr. Clark. All honorable members, me addressing point of order of learned past Mr. Clark. Honorable members, mixing advice come to blah kuskus play me. But before me go along this advice, me like talk sabe or this honorable house or se mi sabe. You may come on this morning yeah, and but this kind situation and me come up. So during the week me talking Mr. Clark long go through lo handset. Lo help me ba lo guide him this lo handset long. Lo 1980 she come how practice now when him no vote of no confidence. So he go through long and practice long and plan all the time VoNC come and move on. And have him make him statement long and plan and make him and me move in motion, now me debate him. And then question be put is a come up, not necessarily second. Question be put is a come up now only vote long end. So this line practice is start going come. Now by you fly argue lo mi lo kododa yes semi true. Kododa is stop, but parliament got standing order blown lo behind him. Lo process him. Lo process him is lo kododa. So honorable opposition leader, let me finish and then I will entertain your point of order. So lo desla based lo desla experience na advice kam lo to blah. and we must entertain him standing order where we talk time a question be put come up in his. We must entertain him behind him standing order. So was he got belhebel odesla he got nara process stop where you play di sabe by black and sing out na yumi go long and can hormola opposition leader when point of deputy opposition leader when point of order.
Mr. Speaker, with the greatest respect to the chair, this is a Supreme Court order, Mr. Speaker, that expressly states that the Speaker is to facilitate debate. Mr. Speaker, the House of Parliament is the people's house, and the people of Papua New Guinea await to see why we have moved to have this vote of no confidence on the floor, and also to hear our colleagues on the other side as to why they should keep this Prime Minister. So, Mr. Speaker, please follow the court order. They need to tell the people why the Honourable James Marape should continue as Prime Minister for the next 18 months and then into 2027. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honourable Deputy Opposition Leader. Me sit down and me go through all the thinking from the question you will raise him. Behind him, Kododa, as Kododa, me talk him. Na, me must use him narbla. Road to process him this la Kododaya, and that road is the only standing order below this la parliament. Lo manage him na suppose me behind him standing order to solve, code order to solve. Now when I'm order by manage him this la process can code order. Na suppose all honorable members, if la put him you la lo sublo me, by la look him also source me behind him code order straight I come kata. I'm caught now, I'm dictating process for parliamentary process now. Over the something now. Standing order, you know, got more work long end. No. Honorable members, you stop lo half side, you wear him sub lo this last side, you look lo perspective lo this last side. All this line, all sit down lo half side, all you look him lo perspective lo half. Me look him lo perspective lo sia. Only you will understand it the way I'm saying it when you become the speaker and with the shoes of the speaker. Me bet you will Bible look him the way me will look him. So Kododa blue you me. Emol Shem, you me comply long end. But now we come long and you me comply long and now I'm standing order I come into it, lo process him, na manage him now. Me behind him standing order now. So all same na decision belong chia now and by me must behind him standing order. Now you may entertain him the question be put and me like ask him this la house now. The question is that the question be now put. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. You make him an honorable member belong when a point of order you.
Mr. Speaker, can I assure the floor that this process is going to complete its course and we will vote and they will have their say. But before we go to that point, we got to follow the rules. Follow the rules because we've been running this parliament from the courthouse. We shouldn't be doing that. So before we go again to the courthouse, let me put us back on the track. And this point of order is on your intention to entertain the question be put. The question be put, you go to your standing order, Mr. Speaker, you look at standing order 161. I want to read it because all of you are getting so confused about it.
Emotional, very emotional.
Listen to the express letters of this section and you will understand when it should be when it should be applied, when it should kick in. So here it is. As soon as the debate on a question has been concluded, the Speaker, let me read it again. As soon as the debate upon a question has been concluded, listen to this. as soon as the debate has been concluded. Have we concluded our debate? No. We haven't. You put the question only after the debate has been concluded.
Where's the debate?
At this point in time, the mover has spoken, the seconder has spoken, but they haven't spoken. How can you say the debate has been concluded? No, there's been a complete debate. I want you to look at Standing Order 161. Look at the wording there. We have to conclude the debate before the question be put. That's the point. Look at Standing Order. Look at Fred. You have to explain why you are going to vote against the motion. All right? Why you bluff Fred, huh? Stop easy. Try to get rules for once in your life.
Me address you still talking point of order, or should I address a point of order?
Ask him all to keep quiet now. By me explain good. Mr. Speaker, this play no boy market here. Come on. Behave yourselves. Me talk also, Mr. Speaker. Standing order and talk also. Question be put by you entertain him only after debate has been concluded. Now you may not debate yet. Debate you not conclude yet. Opposition does all talk. Government you not talk and explain why. All the opposition is a motion. Larry will explain. All people need to know.
Not for themselves, for the people of Papua New Guinea.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm clear now. Huh?
Honorable Member of Sina Yangamol. Mixima advice come clerk. That's what you read him this section 161. And we talk question by Speaker I put him to Parliament. There's a question now and Parliament I put him. Now Speaker, so you go to section 93 plus standing order. You go to section 93 plus standing order, I talk this love, I look at him, talk him start. So Speaker now I may entertain him. Question be put by the Parliament. So all same na, I may entertain him finish na. You may move on the process now because question be put has been entertained na this plan. So I'm Honorable Member belong Khairku, when point of order.
Mr. Speaker, me like seeking clarity to so long. You na parliamentary standing orders, especially long nominee long alternative prime minister. Only 2 weeks ago, me attend him provincial assembly on New Island. Lo install him new governor. Na standing orders on New Island, he talk which are standardized, I think, with Parliament too, that any state minister or persons holding other office other than what they're nominated for need to resign their seats. So, me ask him clarity whether alternative Prime Minister nominee today, with due respect to Grand Chief Peter Ipanas, order or no God? Suppose no God really the opposition leader, member for Kiriwena good enough, should be nominee for alternative Prime Minister.
Honorable Member of Khairku, enough me entertaining point of order.
Me ask him, Speaker, with due respect to everybody.
Honorable Member of Khairku and point of order, but me rule him and me out of order. So display. Suppose you like seeking clarity, lo desla. Em gol hapside to sol tamblo na you ask him all desla kind situation on sem. But you gonna ask him na all balito. Me not give you this answer. So one time this honorable house, you may entertain him finish this question be put. Me now by missing out. Me now, he got horror member of law, Madam.
A point of
And by Honorable Member Blomedeng, suppose me entertain him this point of order and by last point of order because he stopped long standing order to speak I can talk and last plan. Ah, you understand him, you sabi lo this.
Yes.
And last point of order when I'm point of order.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, what's a point of order, one of two issues. First issue, you miss a recording, the record, who sides are talk inside the parliament. You meet a question be put, we don't even know who stood and said question be put. People are, wait. You go read him all Hansard, all by talk, all man talk, but we don't even know. Because you want to put a question, you stand, you are addressed by the speaker, and you put a question be put. Now yet, people must say. And first point of order. Second point of order, Mr. Speaker, Miss Awe by you line up law court. Mr. Speaker, people are talking about Prime Minister, we're talking Christian man. Now, Mr. Speaker,
Honorable Member Blomedeng, you stop us and receive him seat play. Honorable Member Blomedeng, you receive him seat play.
Why you me talk, me bla honest, true bla put the Bible, now you me wrong way no debate. Amen? Mr. Speaker, why you me put the Bible, why you me talk passing over in the Christian country, now you me wrong way no talk straight. You me wrong way no talk straight. Prime Minister stop, ask him Prime Minister, a lot of people debate. Why am talking Molanya, no can block him debate. Why? Prime Minister must talk out what is a country, why am less no debate? Why am pret lo debate? Talking him, lo talking country. Country put the stuff. Why am pret? Why Christian man? Talk me bla Christian country. Now me bla pret lo debate. Talking him, lo stand up no talking misla parliament na country. And one of kind Christian principle. Thank you.
Honorable Member Blonga Medeng, point of order you. And it's out of order because you seem this la point of order lo debate. So chair ruling point of order out of order because you like debate. So you seem this la from this la. You may come lo business for the day now. Me rule also member belong madang em last la point of order belong and I mean not entertain anymore. Now by me rule also display. And my last point of order, number you may come long business. So me allow a member of Lohiri query, what is your point of order?
The court order I met yet he talk was about me come na debate. Now me hire them Emperor, you were deep in past them. Me hire them only two less all good man Mary upside, less lo debate. All friend lo debate, but debate, purpose lo debate, Mr. Speaker. Purpose lo debate. Em lo convince me lo upside lo this side too. Lo suru go lo upside. And purpose lo debate. Where you make an item common sense and logical argument lo go lo why true. Me bla masana content. The Prime Minister and the VoNC must fail. Em ask lo this la debate yeah. Also the me bla encourage mo lo must get up na talk lo behalf lo people lo you me lo Papua New Guinea. All must say why true ki require ba kira lo na go sana lo. Na ba can kai one time. Because all the contract of 257 million, contract of road, 17 million, illegal ID card na about, na this la kind. So me too can go to sit down with them all, sting him out, thinking good la. Kaya cut till him lo inside to like kiss him. After so, no Christian state blow you me, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Member of Law. He requires the address point of order now.
You should no ask no reason why me like you must debate. Madi, thank you.
Honorable Member of Law.
Now, query. You must stand up and talk, sit down. Me like looking face for you too.
Hello. Talk Lucia. Member of Law, he requires to the chair, through the chair.
Through the chair. Also, my line blue law. La Loki, Vanapa Brown, he requires one kind of online blue law Gazelle on East New Britain. Online, good line blue on Arab too. Poboneta especially. Online blue law Poboneta. Oh, like Sawe, so had to sit down outside. Oh, like Sawe, how? Why through leader blue you me by voting good Prime Minister blue me to Tete.
Lo this la Christian country, lo Christian house blue you me.
You like debate or you will give point of order?
And point of order me make
All
him
right,
last
point of order, you will also no debate now. So, Madam Chair, you address him, honorable member.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Loharam.
Point of order, you come to Blahab, yes. Me can talk me in order, na in order. Honorable member, he require it. Me, CI will talk, can get debate. It is the parliament. It's sing out the question be put now. Me must be in standing order, no entertaining. Speaker, like lo speaker. Speaker, walk along and lo sinawnya na hari blay go. So all same na decision ni kama finish. Now, you me ba kolo vote now. So me ba missing out now. All honorable members, you said member of long parliament tete inside lo this house. You want bell lo this motion where honorable member long about and me move him na seconded by honorable member of Wabek where you like him also honorable member or provincial member or regional member of long Enga honorable Peter Ipatas by kama prime minister of Luimila Papua New Guinea you move golahan kais are you sanap na move lohan kais blomi losia you usat member of the parliament usat one bell one them this la motion you move this la motion where you still you got one bell or honorable member of the Tari Pori lo sta prime minister of Papua New Guinea you move kolohan sut blomi All honorable members, me got this time no talk out to this floor of parliament, lo result, lo vote, lo this motion, we come up, me come no tete, olayan musat oli in favor of this motion, M16, 1-10-6. Now line Musat only know in favor of this motion, now like him, Honorable Member of Lotari Pori, Honorable James Marape, or Soviet Prime Minister, 89 or 8-10-9. Lo kanim lo talk pisin. Me like him this time, lo talk thank you long. All the members of Parliament, so you may come and exercise him. This is a democratic process. Lo makim Prime Minister, long floor of Parliament, may like talk sabe to all people of Papua New Guinea usat you watch or you hire him stop. This la mandate you will give him long all this la leader usat him mag him you blah. Now like I'm exercising this la mandate, that is la floor of parliament. Na tete behind him this la court order you may come. Na result lo this la vote emisanable sem me can finish. Honorable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I want to move a motion that I make a response to the vote that has taken place, Mr. Speaker.
You may.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me leave to speak. Mr. Speaker, I want to say thank you very much to yourself for allowing the process to resume after the court had issued order. Today, this Parliament has shown to our people that all of us are subservient to the Constitution of our country. And in the Constitution of our country, it gave special place for our judiciary and our Supreme Court more so to be reader and authority of law. I want to congratulate you, Mr. Speaker. You had every right as head of the legislature to exercise your right to go back to court, but in the interest of our nation and seemingly a vociferous debate in the public space, you choose to follow court order and you have allowed this process to complete. Mr. Speaker, vote of no confidence is not new in our country. The Section 145 process of our Constitution is detailed and has been exercised in the past. Only 5 years after our independence and only 3 years after our first general election, in 1980, this Parliament cast vote in favor of the late Grand Chief Sir, Right Honorable Sir Julius Jane. First vote of no confidence, 1980. Second vote of no confidence, 1985. Third vote of no confidence, 1988. Fourth vote of no confidence, or seemingly resignation and recontest on the same day, and the Supreme Court then struck out that conduct of Parliament and allowed for 6 months later a vote to take place in 1994, so the re-emergence of a new government. Then, of course, after 1997 election, the vote of no confidence that took place in 1999 that saw our country's fifth Prime Minister, or sixth Prime Minister in Makere, assuming office. And so to our country, to our citizens, and to members of Parliament on both sides, it is a process detailed by law, and it's in law. We have not scrapped this law in the last VoNC amendment to Section 145. The vote of no confidence provision still remains. For me personally, it is a good provision that gives check to the executive government of the day. And so I want to commend members on both sides of the House for exercising their democratic rights, especially Section 50 rights of someone to aspire for public office. These are constitutional provisions. I want to thank members on both sides of the House. The other side exercised their right of utilizing the process, and this side also exercising their right of maintaining government. Mr. Speaker, I want to commend the nominee on the other side, the Grand Chief Sir Peter Ipadas. For a change, in as far as my mind can go, no official camp was sanctioned by the opposition. And as far as this political contest is concerned, that's maturity. In this country's politics, facing our 50th anniversary of our sovereignty, that's maturity on the other side. I want to commend the Grand Chief as a principal leader nominated by, not on this side, but nominated by the opposition. He maintained a campless opposition. I want to say on this side, I want to comment. Today, 89 showed up. We had 91 on a roll. I want to say from the bottom of my heart, on behalf of my own family, myself, my Pangu party, the beholder of Section 63 invitation to form government after the 2022 national general elections. I want to say thank you to the 89 at present who stood on their feet consciously. We had no camp the last 1 week. We had a reference point for us to meet, dine, converse, revisit how we've come. I want to say again, politics on both sides have matured. For young leaders who aspire to be Prime Minister, maybe you should study into what is at play. It is not about arriving one moment and dreaming that you can be Prime Minister or shutting down the process on the floor of Parliament. You can jump up and down, you will not make fire come down. You will not change one morning. It is a process. This country is a big country. Respect for fellow leaders is important. Respect for fellow leaders is important. Your character over a long time, your conduct over a long time. Mr. Speaker, unfortunately, the move of this motion asked me to detach myself from the James Marape I am to the office I hold. Mr. Speaker, that is a statement depicting his lifestyle. You are not two persons, you're one person. In leadership, in private or in public, you're one person. Mr. Speaker, that is why he stands continual beneficiary of DSIP under my government's program, because I'm one person. Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Master.
All honorable members, order. You may get one point of order. Honorable member, about one point of order, please.
Point of order. You know, the SIP is a law of the land. When we pass the law, people are about deserve the SIP. PM continues to make those wrong statements. It's not our personal thing. That's why I said it's the office of the Prime Minister. Me too, are friends here. I supported him in Hela chairmanship. I supported him in everything. But when things are wrong, I have to protect the office of the Prime Minister, not Marape. Thank you, Speaker.
Honorable member of Law,
Yes, sir.
point of order, sorry, Prime Minister, me address the person. Point of order, me all right, that's all. Talk, you like make him, you got time to make him. By me, Prime Minister, and finish him, talk, longan. You said you got talk, lo make him the sala, you can go make him. Imilare me, finish him, talk longan.
Mr. Speaker, once you into elected office, you have one character. That's the reason why in my character of forgiveness, tolerance, patience, treating others as you would want them to treat you. You rubbish my Bible, you rubbish the Bible, but this is the Bible that makes me who I am and the tolerance I have for you. And I want to say, Mr. Speaker, this Parliament has matured. For young leaders and for leaders who want to take on from me, there'll be a sunset to my life as Prime Minister of this country. This is not my birthright. Just like the 7 before me who have served and have moved on, there'll be a moment I'll be moving on. This country is a country of so much diversity. Some are educated by so-called your ranking as a university degree, some aren't. But all our leaders, nonetheless, came through the same process, nonetheless. All are equal, nonetheless. If you're not happy with me or with them, there's a fair process for contest. The exercise on Section 50 right of a people is not far, but only 24 months away, Mr. Speaker. And I want to say thank you to members on this side of our House, the government side, our coalition government, for continually allowing me to be the coordinator of government work. When I took office in 2019, Mr. Speaker, I did not promise the whole world, so to speak. In my line of statement, I aimed our country to be the richest black Christian nation. I don't take my words back. It may happen sooner, it may happen later. The same vision the father of this country set when he launched the Vision 2050 in 2010. I put it in a graphic form to catch the imagination of every Papua New Guinean so that all of us can work and not run away from work. Mr. Speaker, coincidentally, two of my former health ministers nominated and seconded the motion for my senior, Governor Iparas, to be the nominee. Two of my former health ministers, they were conferred the privilege of serving their country as health ministers. One chose to walk away earlier in 2020, the mover, after having paid off our service provider substantial money. And that service provider was due anyway. Paid a big pharmaceutical company substantial money. 2 weeks after that, he moved off to Vanimo camp.
Honorable Member Blaabao, point of order.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker. The reason why I left the office of the Prime Minister, because he signed a 10 million NEC submission without my approval for the COVID. For the COVID cure. Now, stop going, those are NEC decisions. I did not personally pay these people that he's claiming. Those are NEC decisions. But for him to undermine me as health minister and sign a cabinet submission for a 10 million for COVID cure, that's unbelievable. You want to argue? Okay.
Honorable Member Blaabao, point of order, mean I'm talking true or not true, because some all information me play no sabe or fact or whatever, and me will allege, Prime Minister allege, you allege lab so. I mean, I point of order blue stop. Now Prime Minister continue long statement blue.
Mr. Speaker, we're not engaged in a debate here. We are not engaged in a debate here, Mr. Speaker, and for the record, those were what transpired at that time. The seconder served also in a very good minister on the record. I have no complaints about him. But misfired in our government's intention to deliver provincial hospitals and a 200 million kina that was designated for provincial hospitals. He did well, best of intention, gave to PHAs. Our instruction was clearly work on delivering 22 provincial hospitals for our country. Having delivered Wabek, and I must commend him and Governor Iparas for the work in Wabek Hospital. Anga Hospital being progressed and delivered to a world-class hospital. We thank Australian government for this. But my instruction for delivery of the other two provincial hospitals, and I can understand, capacity at the department maybe was lacking. And Department of Health is subjected to this direction from the Cabinet to deliver. Unfortunately, those work remain outstanding. I want to say, why am I making these two reference points? Mr. Speaker, since 1980, first vote of no confidence up till today, ministers and members of parliament sometimes hold the Prime Minister to ransom. Governor Pius Winkty in last term stood where the now governor for New Ireland is sitting and made this statement in this house. And sometimes prime ministers are held to ransom. Mr. Speaker, I am at work. I am at work. Work are being devolved to ministers. Some ministers, former ministers sitting on the other side, 2 of them never voted for me as prime minister, to be prime minister in 2019. Yet, James Marape being James Marape, allowed 2 of them to come in. One, the member for Medeng, my friend, was appointed to prosecute corruption. The biggest advocate against corruption in the country on record is the member for Medeng, and I applaud him for this. 2 years as police minister, not 2 days or 2 months, 2 years as police minister. Not one prosecution of corruption. He knows.
Point of order, you make a point of order, member Blomadan.
Mr. Speaker, my point of order is I am not have powers of police officers to go and arrest. Otherwise, I would arrest all my colleagues over there. So we not got power. So why Prime Minister talk? Me not working on the prosecution. Me talking about give power on me, not by me arresting, but I'm not giving. Something like top point, Mr. Thank you.
Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, because I am bound by cabinet sanctum principles, I am not at full liberty to disclose everything else. Mr. Speaker, my learned member for Sinisina Yongumuk on the other side, I appointed him without even voting for me to be Prime Minister to deliver a take back PNG mantra policy that he knows he supports, I support, having served 5 years as Petroleum Minister. Never delivered 1 iota of paper to our country.
You make a point of order, normal member of Sinisina yang point of order.
Point of order now. Now time leave me out in Molgara Pegato leave me now. Samla Sardin, all big black boys walking must let him stein cell house man. I know can come out ya. Legally talk too much, so maybe I don't like touching them, maybe I look daring to solista. But since I'm working publicly, me like talk all same. Thank you, you give me this opportunity of me say. Through me no voting you. But somehow you liking me. Nah. Prime Minister liking me. I don't know why I'm liking me. Some say me no like him, but he come. He come laos from me 3 blood time. You know 1 blood time. This blood garden you blood sinda na kaya stop me no walking na me no long mana by me carry below me come me chat na raus me kaya lo garden you blood walking. Me talk me more senda me to no can give me man walking garden stop go give more. But 3 blood time me come and asking me. So me accept him. But having accepted, I want to make it clear to all of you here. I overperformed. All right? Nobody can take the record away from me. Hear me out. The only thing we failed is on the production sharing arrangement. Bill was here, but those people on the government side blocked it. I did the work. If they had supported it, we will have production sharing here already. All right? So on the other hand, I brought Kumul Petroleum Holdings into operation. I brought Kumul Mining into operation, National Energy Authority into operation. The National Petroleum Authority bill was finalized by me. It's ready to be tabled by my successor minister. It's on the business paper already. So who can say I didn't work? No. On top of that, with the PM's own support, I negotiated and signed for the Pinia and Gas Agreement, and I got Papua over the line by making sure about 9 associated legislations were brought to the floor and legislated. That's a mountain of work in 2.5 years. Who can say I've been sitting on my haunches? So, Prime Minister, you know what you were doing. I gave you the results. Please don't complain about me.
Member of Sinisina yang Prime Minister so semi talking more say talking me walking me through and point of by in order. Semi walk. So Prime Minister you may continue.
Mr. Speaker, I'm just putting some pointers through, and I want to on record place my appreciation to the former ministers who served under my watch in their own time and space. They moved on. Member for Sinisina Yongumuk did deliver Pinyang. Under my watch, Pinyang was secured at a 63% total state gain for our country. And I want to commend him. He worked very hard in that space, 63%. Why am I raising this? Some work we do, some work left incomplete. For me, at the 50th, and I want to thank this House for maintaining leadership. No Prime Minister before me, and certainly myself, will not complete all work in our time in office, but some work must be done. One thing that remains outstanding is a shift from existing regime of resource harvest. And I told the sector, told the industry, the minister, former Minister Kua was with me in Brisbane when we conversed with them. By 2025, these laws will be changed. Now, he may have done some work, but on record, Cabinet has no work from that department in respect to production setting. Present Minister is now working full steam to have a hybrid of production setting. And there's a reason why I'm making all these things. They've done some work, but much work remains outstanding. I want to thank our government, our people that represents all of you for maintaining this government. We will be facing 2027 elections, and I certainly will report to the country in 2027, benchmark against every year of performance as to what we've done. So far, Mr. Speaker, contrary to many assessors, knowing that our people are in tough times as we work to grow the economy, we've also given help to our people. Highest ever school fee assistance this government has made since 1975. Mr. Speaker, highest. The former government of PNC started the free education or education subsidy, free education, but they didn't pay for project fee. We're now paying for project fee. Project fee too, people are paying. Before government, paying 2 centers. Now people are paying project fee to 1 time. Mr. Speaker, people are also higher education, people introducing higher education loan program. Over 35,000 Papua New Guinean study law university and colleges, including now Olainigo Kisim master's degree. Now PhD, only benefit of this program people are put into. MLO assist, hard time, tough time. Imyogara clear as people work like economy. Last year, this Parliament approving Rausim Takis to those who are earning under 20,000 kina. Never done before. Never done before. Sambla Singar Antab, including Muva Nabote and staff, Deputy Prime Minister Lombla time. Remember Lombla time? Hemi clear one and making before time Salo government. Stable period. 2002 to 2011 was the most stable period in our nation's history when there was no vote of no confidence time. Remember Faba was Deputy Prime Minister. He's got his own record to tell the country. In tough times, we're trying our best, helping people on one side, keeping the country going on the other side. And members of parliament to the country, Milakto, or members in down here, they look at the leaders up close. They look at the leaders up close. People you look outside. Members of look south or people are one. Only clear law, how much people like send up Prime Minister upside? Mr. Speaker, for the record, me no like me blaming private business committee. I had the mover mentioning that 3 times PBC failed on the record. 7 times the opposition, Mr. Speaker, abused the process. Abused the process. 1 blood time, 1 blood sickness, I know correct.
Imigat point of order. Honorable Member Blabao.
Mr. Speaker, PM keep on defending the PBC. Supreme Court ruling is very clear. Very clear. Don't repeat yourself again. It doesn't taste good whatsoever to everybody on the floor and outside of this Honorable House. Supreme Court has already made a decision on the poor performance of your committee, Honorable Speaker. Thank you.
Honorable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, Supreme Court's ruling was made on PBC that said on 27th
of November 2024. For the record, this Parliament, the country must know, this opposition have been acting as a busybody since 2024.
Mr. Speaker. Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
We have a point of order, Honourable Opposition Leader.
Mr. Speaker, as all members of Parliament know, the role of the opposition is to keep the executive accountable, and that's what we've been doing. Mr. Speaker, can the Prime Minister stop gloating, make his thank you speech, and then sit down? Thank you.
Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I withdraw the word busybody, and I want to, they have their constitutional role. But just for the record, the 5 other times their motions were defective. You know, Mr. Speaker. Wrong signature. Number one. One time they write 4 and they went to 6 instead of putting the 5th. They did default in the process that continued to cost this Parliament and this country money. You know, Mr. Speaker, to come back to Parliament costs money. To conduct all these things costs money. Mr. Speaker, I want to say the last 6 years, whilst maintaining a hard economy, COVID-19, etc., we've been able to stabilize the economy and we've grown the economy. Mr. Speaker, major reforms are worked on state-owned enterprises as we speak. Very soon, Air Niugini will have new planes flying our domestic and internationals for the first time. We have launched the People's Microbank into becoming the national bank to serve our people, bring the unbanked into banking sector. There are many reforms happening in the state-owned enterprise as we speak. The ministry and the state-owned enterprises have been given direction to work on partial privatization in many of our state-owned enterprises to see if that can work, including PNG Power. Mr. Speaker, in the mining and oil and gas sector, under our watch, we have delivered above 55% take on all projects we have signed. The new program. And I want to thank Governor Iparas for his support in the new program. In April, we must complete the community benefit agreement so that our people get to benefit in what was secured for them. New program, we're earning today gold price gone beyond $4,000 an ounce. When we signed the new program, we signed and modeled it at $1,536 an ounce. In the Octari mine, the previous government took it back, reformed it. We have completely detached 36%, passed it back to the province and the people concerned. Mr. Speaker, Wafi Golpu will be completed very soon. Pasca, Pinyang, both of them secured above 60%. More so Pasca at 70% and Pinyang at 63%. The member for Sinesine Yongomuk just alluded to and confirmed. All this means take James Marape out in 2027, but in the next 10 years, this work we put, just like NA, put in the hard yards in 2008 to 2011 for PNG LNG, this government has put in the hard yards to make sure over 5 projects are moved that has total $40 billion direct FDI in the horizon. Papua LNG, $15 billion. I thank the former government as they went out. And former Minister Kua correctly said he was asked to review, and we gained some additional gains. Pasca Condensate Project, Penang LNG, to be sequenced in that order, that southern fault belt, in as far as our country's geology is concerned, that area of oil and gas will be accessed. Mr. Speaker, we have close to $20 to $25 billion worth of project in that space. I want to give my full support to Gulf provincial leadership and Western provincial leadership, including existing PNG LNG provinces, for our continued work in this space. We sit here, we debate, but this project, once moved, will move our economy to a bigger economy. In 2019, when I set out, I said we must be 200 billion Kina economy at the very earliest. These big projects that are hanging in space, including, and I want to introduce 2 more projects for public officials to take note. Wildebeest in Gulf and Frida in the CPIC provinces, 2 projects that this government is now bringing to the picture, having progressed
the 5 that we said we will progress. I want to say, Mr. Speaker, those are work that is running concurrently, but oil and gas alone and mining is not sufficient. I want to ask all of us, what have we done in sectors that really matters most? Land and people. People are sitting on land. They're in subsistence farming right now. There's no easy quick fix, and all members of both sides of the House, especially those of you who are subjected or have the power of the organic law on provincial and local level government. Our governors, you have a higher power than the DDA power. Whilst government tidy the process of decentralization, which will be part of our 50th anniversary announcements, I ask you, what are you using with the existing powers you have? Power that means you have custody and supervision over village court, over land mobilization, over lower education. These are powers you have.
What is we have a point of order. Your point of order.
The Prime Minister is misleading the House, so I just want to make a correction. The village courts come under the Department of Justice and Attorney General, not the provincial governments. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, my mind cannot recall exactly the section of law right now, but if it looks into the organic law and provincial and local level government, whilst reporting, a report to Wegani. But there is an administrative arrangement with the province. Administrative arrangements. And so, Mr. Speaker, the point is, and not to enter into debate, laws are bound. Yesterday, we were informed by ADB, World Bank, and IMF. Government caucus was informed by these credible benchmarkers of economy that whilst growth is taking place, and it seems good out there, but real work, national productivity is low. National productivity is low. Mr. Speaker, I put to this House. In 2008 and 9, we were told that PNG LNG will flush this nation with cash. The country will be rich. Just like we were all hypnotized with the fact that mining, oil and gas has total answer to our country. Mr. Speaker, I dispute this. I want to point this Parliament back to the basics. We get James Marape out tomorrow, but problem will exist because economy and money finances development in our country. And I want to point all governors, we have since 2020 put in land mobilization funds. No governors have come to us yet stating, I got land available in my province. Provincial governors, you don't have vote of no confidence challenges like Prime Minister said. You have a 5-year mandate. You have a 5-year mandate.
The Prime Minister is misleading our people again. First of all, his mandate is a proxy mandate by members of Parliament. Yeah. Governor's mandate is a direct mandate. There is a huge difference, and if he understands the principles of law and of democracy, he would appreciate this. Second of all, in terms of land mobilization, Mr. Speaker, many of us have been dealing with the Honourable Minister for Lands, and he knows the difficulties we have in mobilizing traditional customary land for development until and unless our laws are changed substantially. And many of us have also sat down with international companies to try to attract them to come and invest. The problem lies in our legal framework around land. And until that is resolved by this or any other government, we will continue to have those problems. It is unfair of the Prime Minister to push responsibilities that are not ours down to us when he knows very clearly that apart from Bougainville, all other lands functions for all provinces still lie in Waigani. So please stop misleading our people, good Prime Minister.
What about Prime Minister?
Mr. Speaker, with respect to Governor for ECP, It is not a statement of mislead, but a statement of fact and work. You governor, the responsibility is for you to at the provinces. In 2021, Mr. Speaker, a little 5 million kina was passed to East Sepik provincial government, targeted for a land plan. The entire Sepik plain is the biggest plain in our country. James Marape don't visit Sepik because Rachel is from Sepik. Rather, I visit Sepik because of the great potential of the plain to be harnessed. Yet the provincial government is busy playing politics at national level and not attending to responsibilities at all.
What's your point of order?
Mr. Speaker, I was elected to handle the politics on behalf of the people of East Sepik. I have a very capable local level government. I have a very capable public service operating in my province. If you have issues with the competence of my public servants, then you should say so. Me no one man show na me by give him odal man lo makin disla contract tao. Give him 380 million kina contract when the tender evaluation committee says it's only worth 200 million. I don't do things like that. I don't go and award 247 million kina contracts to my ministers. That doesn't happen in East Sepik. So please, you, ama mas lo win blow you na tok thread. No can suit him pinga number lo midlo narla.
Honorable members, me now I'm here by the sila personal or when I'm here, but you must stop him. I take him Narbla, so Prime Minister, you looking speeches for you now. You mean when I'm let him house me when I'm not. You mean no come here, I'll take him, you mean, personally.
All right. Mr. Speaker, me to thank you, Lord, you steering ship yet, Lord Parliament, Lord Tete. Lord asking me, Lord, scaling me at Marapena, Prime Minister Narbla side. So now me wearing head plume as a Prime Minister now. I'm making top. Sample time, help he come. Make him walk before you shoot him, talk. You know, make him walk, stop. You know, can shoot him, talk to us. Each of us tend to be judged by our people. Lo one and walking, we walking. Lo district, lo province, lo ministry, lo me, lo country. 27. Suppose Pangu Party feel me no lead him all good. Pangu Party but decide lo mandate lo me lo. Leadership lo 2027. Suppose country feel him or same me blocker no make him all good. 27. Well decided mandate blocking. But in between, we are trying our very best. Mr. Speaker, work start agricultural sector while some of me plan on making work. Me like finish him talk now. Me ask him. All governor who said like make him work. You got ground. Please, Lands Department is available to work with you. Dr. Planty Maski. You got ground to expand in town. Lands Department staff work on them. The point is, whilst we've been depending on oil and gold and gas, our key sustainable sectors has not been moving in a big way. That is why we've split it in 2002, 4 sector ministers in agriculture, and I want to commend them for working hard under circumstances prevalent today. And I want to indicate, just for the record, no other time in our nation's history, 5 successive years of non-mining and petroleum sector GDP growth at about 4%. You know record lo James Marap, record long Central Bank, record long NSO, IMF, World Bank, ADB, Olgada Afemim. 5 successive years of growth in the non-mining and petroleum sector, above 4%. This is something that I want us to expand big time, politics aside. That's why, Mr. Speaker, long member, long electorate, long member, long abao, sugar project have been moving me, stop, Dr. Miplano, losing this project, have me stop yet. Remember, you can play in politics, stop upside, but low. Project law economy, you must work on them. So at the end of the day, this will contribute to our country. That is why, for instance, Central Province, accessing the biggest port in our country, Port Moresby Port is a port that is import port and not export port. Now I ask this question. Nogat ground imi go lo agriculture na imi focus lo buai tasol. Na expect the national government to give him money. Where is productivity? We can play politics, but if productivity from the floor up is not increased, you will not make miracle when you become prime minister on this side. Productivity. Hard conversation must be made, especially provinces want to ground is tough. Me taking some time asking, coffee minister, coffee work grow. Last year, we plus surpassing 1 million bag for the first time, again after many, many years. But more work stop yet. Coffee minister, people give me 18 mumun lo work leading to the election. Now I'm scaling work now. Me also one plamanta solanta, but work in Melgara must make it. Governor, you are making work too. Coffee minister, work on the Western Highlands, Chimbu, Moro Bay, where coffee sleeps, tapia, get up and get all this block coffee. Oil palm minister, you oil palm king blow, West New Britain. Your own province. Big plane in Makam, big plane in Ramu, big plane in Sipik, Sinan, Silip, Sora stuff. What are Wasim stuff, nothing. Let's get to work. Governors and key economic sector ministers, let's work. Put the economy beyond the 200 billion kina mark we said in 2019. And then all of us can try to race for office and to operate inside.
We got another point of order.
Mr. Speaker, as we appreciate the Prime Minister giving his thank you message, he's making so much reference that the provinces are not performing, that the governors are just too busy playing politics, yet he has made no mention about how he has implemented budgets and that what he has done in the last 6 years, the country is waiting to hear. Can he please elucidate? Thank you.
Prime Minister.
Speaker, I'm just asking for all of us to work and reporting on the work that we've been doing. As I said earlier, over 1 million bags of coffee has gone out. ADB is giving support to the agricultural sector for the first time. All our roads we're building into our country. Mr. Speaker, over 2,500 kilometers of roads have been improved. Over 362 kilometers of road have been constructed. 23 new bridges have been built. We're working. Hopefully before, Mr. Speaker, before September this year, I can be driving from Alatau to Leh as I speak. So, Mr. Speaker, some work are happening, not as if work is not happening. Before the end of this year, around September, we'll be opening the big Waigani courthouse in the restructure we're doing in our court system. I want to thank this Parliament for passing the reform that the Supreme Court and our judiciary wanted. This year, we must complete this reform. The higher court, the appeals court, and the national court separated. We are giving more money to national services like never before. All these things are part of a complete overhaul in the law and justice sector, Mr. Speaker. The anti-terrorism law we passed is to protect our police, to make sure they do their job. Mr. Speaker, we like talk some all this law work we plus starting finish. And as we play finish law this law parliament, I want to assure everyone in our country, we are conscious of what needs to be done. Government will regroup. We have assembling the National Planning Committee, the coalition party leaders. I want to thank them and our own Pango Party caucus. They hold me to account every time we meet. And we'll be meeting the committee that is to be consist of our political party leaders. We'll work and we invite the opposition in a bipartisan as we face our 50th anniversary. Some of the structural issues that are impediment in service delivery. If you have a suggestion, please reach out, contribute from the opposition. The coalition party leaders on this side will look at what we must do. We are facing 50th anniversary in September 16th. As we face 50th anniversary and running from September 16th this year to September 15th next year, some of these fundamental changes in our country must take place. I want to say thank you for members on both sides of the House for your participation today. A sincere thank you to the 89 on their feet who stood up to vote. And I want to say thank you as your chief servant. I will try my absolute best to continue on leaving no place and no one behind as the ultimate aim of this government and should be for any government going forward into the future.
Honorable Governor Gloinga.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you for giving me this opportunity on behalf of myself and my family to thank the members of the opposition, 15 of them, for supporting me as nominee for Prime Ministership. Thank you very much. I also want to take this opportunity to thank all our people who have been giving me well wishes over this period of time. Thank you for that support. Thank you for giving me the confidence that after serving Enga province for a long time, when I was nominated, there are people out there throughout this country who support myself as a leader. So I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody. I want to also take this opportunity, Mr. Speaker, to inform this Parliament that I wouldn't have accepted nomination if honourable members of this House did not express their dissatisfaction with the performance of the Prime Minister. I want to take this opportunity to ask leaders to be leaders. We must not be like Mary, gossip for leadership. I heard the cry and the dissatisfaction from our leaders and accepted this nomination. I also realized that we have problems. The people of this country were crying for some sort of a change. So I also accepted this nomination. It was not easy for me to accept this nomination. But I had to do it for this country. And I have no regrets. I still support the Prime Minister. I want to congratulate him once again for becoming, or not becoming, but continuing in office as the Prime Minister. As he rightly said, he's putting it, his time and effort into trying to make this country great. It's about our ministers and leaders of coalition partners not gossiping, but talking to the Prime Minister, be open about issues that we have for the country and for the people. This country belongs to all of us, our people. So it's been hard, but I've accepted this knowing that they're grumbling. I'm happy that we have now supported the Prime Minister. Let's stop gossiping. Allow him, give him the support. This country must not think that DSIP and PSIP will develop this country. If every one of us in this Parliament continue to succumb to funds, this country will be gone. Give the Prime Minister opportunity to solve the national issues that are confronting him. Let us not continually put pressure on him, on DSIP and PSIP all the time. This country has issues like power. Who's going to come and fix power? If we continue to absorb the resources for districts and provinces, who will solve the problem? The national issues that need to be solved. Where are they? We leaders must own up. So I think, Prime Minister, you've had 6 years. 6 years is a long time. I want to ask you, Prime Minister, this next 2 years you have got a Hoban authority, or you have got safe period to the elections. I think the people of this country want to see you make some tough decisions. Tough decisions so that we can redirect our country to prosperity. So in this process, if I have been able to express some of our dissatisfaction in government, in the opposition, I'm happy. If the people of this country have had issues, at least giving me the honor to be a nominee, and I accept this vote in Parliament today, expressing support and confidence in the Prime Minister. And of course, as usual, as Governor of the province, I will continue to work with the Prime Minister to making sure that my province continues to develop. And so, Mr. Speaker, I want to thank everybody for giving me this opportunity after 27 years. Well, it's part of my resume, so thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. I'm happy as I am, and at the same time, I want to also tell the nation, Mr. Speaker, I am founder of People's Party. People's Party has some very important principles and policies. By nominating me, I think we have also resurrected my party, put it in space so that it can also play a role in the coming 2027 election. So thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Prime Minister. Congratulations. Keep working out. Thank you.
Leader of Government Business. The question is a question be put. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. No. Leader of Government Business.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I move that the Parliament resolves as an authority to make an application to the Supreme Court for an opinion on questions in relation to the interpretation and application of the provisions of a constitutional law, to seek the interpretation of the Supreme Court on the following: A, Section 124 and 11 of the Constitution and the organic law on calling of meetings of Parliament in relation to the powers of the Supreme Court to recall Parliament, and B, Section 99, 134 and 115 of the Constitution in relation to the application of the principles of the separation of powers, non-justiciability of Parliament proceedings and Parliament privileges, and C, Section 145, 133, and 111 of the Constitution in relation to a no confidence motion and the standing orders of Parliament, and D, any other questions arising from a similar to the above.
Question is that the motion be agreed to. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.
Mr. Speaker, I second the motion.
That's why you make a check and the motion finish so. Asking me to finish so you play agree long and finish so. And Leader of Government Business.
Mr. Speaker, before we move, I want to take this opportunity to appreciate both sides of the House. I also, as the Leader of Government Business, as a matter of principle and maintaining decorum of the House, I encourage all leaders of the House to, when you want to debate, this is the appropriate forum for us to debate and not on social media. You may sambil tok-tok, you may walk him, you may, and this is an appropriate house because you may record him stepping into the house. Mr. Speaker, I move that Parliament at its rising adjourn until Tuesday, 27th May 2025 at 2:00 p.m.
Question is that the motion be agreed to. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Honourable members. Honourable Leader of Government Business.
Mr. Speaker, I do now adjourn to, I moved to adjourn to 27th May.
You may get.
Mr. Speaker,
May 30th.
it's supposed to be May 13th.
Honourable Leader of Opposition, Deputy Leader of Opposition and Parliament now. You may come mute now by only get this luck and mark him Nubla or Dablong and Nubla Day Parliament can meet. Honorable Leader Long, government business.
Speaker, I do now adjourn to 27th May at 2 o'clock p.m. I move to Parliament adjourn to 27th of May, 2 o'clock p.m.
The questions of the motion be agreed to. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. You know that point of order more. Honourable members, Parliament is now adjourned to 27th of May, Tuesday at 2 o'clock in the evening.